I'm Matt.
I'm Emily, and today we're going to be doing How We Met Storytime. But first,
What?
I'm trying to think. There's every detail is going to be in it. I don't think we're going to take anything out, right?
Not the hot stuff. I'm not putting the hot stuff in the video.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
personal stuff.
yeah, we're going to tell you guys from the beginning to now.
Yeah.
Well, not to now, but in the very beginning, how we met and things like that. So give this video a fat thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to always be notified with our videos. Subscribe to our personal channels. They're always featured in our description. And let's get this started. Okay, do you want to start or?
I'll start.
Well, I think I should because I was the one that came after you.
I would tell him that.
Yeah, but I think I should.
No, let me start.
Fine.
Alright, so once upon a time now.
Once upon a time not long ago.
Okay, so once upon a time, I'm gonna start that.
Once upon a time.
I was
2015.
Yeah,
2014.
We've been together for 5 years.
Yeah, but the end of, like, we were just, like, I messaged you in 2014, and we got together in 2015.
Can you let me explain? You're literally explaining.
No, I'm just saying, like, 2014, the last month, December, is when I contacted you.
I like your eyes.
Thank you. Make me so shy.
So, at one point, I was in a dark place. Let's keep it at that. And I was minding my own business, playing video games, and I had this text message. Oh no,
message request.
No. Listen. It was like this. I commented on a former friend of mine's post, and out of nowhere, my phone buzzed again, and it was just some random girl on my messenger. And I'm like, who is this? So I decided to pick up the phone, pick up the message, and look who it is, Emily. And I didn't know who she was at first. I'm like, who is this person texting me? So then I started looking through her profile to see who she is, and so I'm like, oh, she looks pretty. She was real pretty, real cute, and stuff like that. So we started talking a lot here and there, and most of the times it'll be mostly every day.
Yeah.
But thing is, she be the one texting me first.
Well, how? No, you're skipping a bunch of parts.
How?
So when I messaged him, he responded right away, which I was shocked. I messaged him, I think, around 10 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock, between those times. And it was going into the new year of, going into 2015. I texted him in, like, the end of, like, November-ish, beginning of December.
Yeah.
Around that time. And I messaged him, well, I seen him commenting on a mutual friend of ours, and I didn't think he knew her. And I went on his profile. That's why I wanted to explain first.
Oh.
I went on his profile to see where he was from, because I wasn't obviously, I thought it was like maybe a family member of hers, and it wasn't. And he went to a school nearby my old house when I lived in Queens, so I was like, he's one of those kids that go to that school. So I was like,
No, but you said, but you also said that you looked at my profile at one point. You said you found no pictures.
Yeah, I couldn't find any pictures. I kept finding, like,
I had a Halo profile.
Yeah.
So.
He had, like, animation pictures, and I was like, so I took my shot, and I decided to message him. And I said, what did I say? I said, hey, you're cute. And I didn't even get to see his face. I was like,
I did send you a picture of me.
Not right away, because your phone, remember your camera was broken?
Yeah, that's right.
And I was like, I just said, hey, you're cute.
It wasn't broken. It was just the phone that I had wasn't, like, didn't have no, I could use the Wi-Fi, but it wasn't paid for.
Yeah.
That's why.
So, I said, hey, you're cute. And right away, like, maybe like 10 minutes passed, and he messaged me, and I was like so excited. I was like fangirling, like I just seen like freaking Post Malone or something, you know? Like, I was fangirling, and I didn't even know how he looked. It was weird. And
she thought I was a catfish or whatever?
Yeah. Now, we'll get to that part, because that's later on.
Oh.
So we were talking, and we were getting to know each other and stuff, and I really liked his vibe. There was just something about his vibe I loved. And
I winked.
Oh. Yeah, so I liked his vibe. I liked the communication and everything, and like he was in a dark place, like he said, and I was too. But I didn't show that. You know, he knew right away that there was something wrong.
I knew there was something wrong. The way she was texting, the way she was talking, and personal stuff that was in the text messages. I just knew there was something wrong, so I asked her what was going on, and she told me what was going on.
And that was like the first time anybody genuinely ever cared to ask me, like, are you okay, or what's going on, you know, like, especially a boy. So I was like, at the time you were a boy,
it's rare.
Yeah, so I was like, okay. And later on, you know, he had like a BlackBerry, was it?
Yeah, was it a BlackBerry?
Or like a Obama phone, something like that.
No, the phone I used to have, like I said, it didn't have nothing paid for. I could listen to music on it, but it wasn't really paid for. And that phone got taken away, and then I had to use a damn mini black Obama phone.
Yeah, so
I was surprised I was able to text from there.
True. And I think we started texting, like we kept switching back and forth because we started texting off of Facebook.
Yeah.
And then we moved to Kik. Then we moved to our phone number because he couldn't get on Facebook for a while.
Yeah.
I remember that because
my mom didn't want me going on Facebook. She said Facebook's for older people. I still did it.
So what happened? So after a while, I kept asking him for a picture. Wasn't getting anything, so I kept assuming.
No, I kept telling her. I can't. There's something wrong.
I kept asking him to video chat.
Yeah.
I wasn't getting what I wanted.
She was getting so mad.
Yeah. And I kept asking him, like, can you send me a picture of your face, like, your hand, something? And he couldn't, like, and I just thought, okay, I'm dealing with a catfish. But there's no, and I kept doubting it because the school he went to, you know, I know that school because I lived right there. But I'd never seen this kid in my life. Like, legit, never seen him in my life. And then I kept thinking he was a catfish. And then, this is the funniest. I thought you were, like, a geek, remember?
Oh, yeah.
When I first thought, I was like, oh, I'm going to deal with a geek.
I was a geek because I used to play
but you weren't,
Pokemon
like,
and Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't play that shit no more.
Yeah, but, like, you weren't what I thought. Like, because I didn't get a picture right away.
So you thought I was going to be a total time keeper with freaking glasses and freaking,
because
train teeth?
When a guy doesn't want to show his face and he has a Halo picture, you know, like you're gonna. No, I know, but you know, you're gonna assume that they're insecure about themselves.
Yeah.
That's why. So
So she thought I was literally a guy with glasses with braces in his mouth and all broke out face apparently.
No, that's not what I thought.
Some geeks like that though.
Yeah, but so later on in the month we just kept talking, and I had like a incident, like a family incident that happened where my family members started to think that I was talking to a grown man, and his mom. I think you told your mom later on, right, about me, or was it then? I think it was then.
No. She actually looked on Facebook to see who you were. She didn't really. She looked on Facebook who I was talking to, and she's like, Matthew, who the hell is this? Why she look so grown? I'm like, she's my age.
And she didn't believe it for a while.
Yeah, she didn't believe it.
Now we should do like a story time on meeting in person.
Oh, okay.
Now, also, Matt pointed out when he was looking at my profile, what did you see? I didn't live where you lived.
Yeah, well, explain the picture?
No, I didn't live where you lived.
Yeah, she lived in PA.
Yeah, so you were like...
I was pissed.
Yeah, he was pissed.
I thought she was in New York.
And I was worried about mentioning the opportunity of long distance. And, so, anyways, let's stop jumping around. I had a family incident. My family members started thinking he's a grown man Because when I was younger, I was just looking for love and in the wrong places.
And a lot of people thought that about me, to be honest. But I'm 6'3", but I'm actually like a young boy.
Yeah. And nobody believed me that he went to the school.
I was actually 5'11", 6 feet.
Now, most of my family members know that school also, so nobody believed me about that. Nobody believed me about his age. Nobody believed me about anything. So I got my phone taken away, pretty much, and what happened? I wasn't able to talk to you for like a week or two, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was living with my cousin at the time. I wasn't living with my parents because I had some school incident that happened where I had moved to PA for. So I haven't spoke to you, and how did you feel about that? Now it's your turn to speak about that.
What are you talking about?
When I disappeared.
Oh, when she disappeared for like a week or two.
Mhm. But how did you feel?
I was really sad because I was getting to like this person, and this person literally just went away.
On the face of the earth.
I was just like, where the hell did she go? I was really
And you
sad.
were messaging me. I remember that.
Yeah, I was
messaging
her like mostly every day.
And no response. I had no access. I had no access to a laptop, nothing. And yeah, it was so cute though. Like I came back and I had like a bunch of messages.
I was hyped when she came back.
Yeah, but you left the one last message I remember clearly was like, "Oh, you're just like the rest of these girls." And I was like,
yeah.
Wow, like we're gonna have our first fight and we're not even together. So
when I said I was in a dark place, I was really in a dark place.
Yeah, he was in a dark place, and I was like, and I knew about it, and I didn't want him to be hurt, and that's why I was so upset. And I moved out of my cousin's house. My parents bought a house, moved back in with my parents, and then what happened? Christmas time. What did you do?
I asked her out, and she said no.
Christmas Day, he asked me out.
Christmas Day, I asked her out. She said no.
I rejected.
But I kept calling her babe.
Yeah, you kept calling me babe. I had my wall up so high, guys. Like, nobody understands. Like, I did not... Because, one, I was dealing with family not believing me. And then on top of that, what's it called? I never been in a relationship, to be honest. Like, a true relationship. Not no puppy love. Not, like, I was in a puppy love relationship, but that didn't mean shit.
I was too, to be honest.
Yeah, that didn't mean anything. But with Matt, when he was calling, I was like, this dude is trying too hard right now, and he asked me out and stuff, and I was like, damn, like, and I thought about it. Like, I gave him a quick answer, though. I was like, nope. Right?
Yeah.
Week late.
She replied saying nope, mad fast. I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah. And, kind of fucked up when I think about it. But
it was on Christmas.
Christmas Day.
It don't matter. Christmas is Christmas. I thought you were gonna be my present that day.
Aww, I love you. And now I'm your present for 5 years later.
Oh God.
So a week passed later. I moved out of my cousin's house on January 4th. I remember because it was my baby cousin's birthday. And moved back in with my parents. Had no furniture in my room. Because I didn't think I was going to come back either, but I did. And then January 2nd, he asked me out. And that was like a day after New Year's, right?
Yeah.
New Year's Day.
Yeah.
And I finally said yes, surprisingly. And
You surprisingly.
I was just surprised that I gave that answer real quick, you know. And from there we started dating, and
even though it was long
we'll
distance.
give you a story time about meeting in person. No, some of you guys don't know. He agreed to a long distance, and I was surprised too because he's never been
I wanted to see how it was gonna go. So.
Yeah. And we weren't that far, you know? Like, we weren't like 3,000 miles. We were 90 miles apart. Yeah. Like, it is still considered long distance when you can't see that person every day.
And some might think that's nothing, but it's actually hard.
Yeah, especially when
long distance is long distance. You can't say nothing about it if you're 90 miles away.
And we were young at the time,
yeah.
too. We were only 15, 16.
Yeah.
And we couldn't travel. We were both in school, in high school, actually. Our parents, you know, felt the way they felt about our ages when... We'll get to that story time on meeting his family and my parents letting me go to New York. We'll make that a story time too, because that was a turnaround for our relationship for sure. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's how we met. We met online, fell in love. Almost 6 years together now.
And we changed each other so much.
Yeah, we definitely helped each other grow a lot.
There were a lot of ups and downs with us.
Mhm.
A lot of mistakes that were made with us.
Yeah, for sure. And no relationship's perfect, you know, like there's gonna be things you hurtfully say out of anger. There's sadness. There's the distance definitely was an impact on us a lot. Like there was times I cried, he cried because we couldn't see each other. And in the beginning, all jokes aside, I was the only one going down to New York. My parents officially let me because they were a little skeptical, but they let me because I was staying with my sister when she was living in New York. And they let me go see him. And I told my parents to trust me. I wouldn't put myself in a predicament if I knew if I was getting myself into some sort of trouble or danger, you know what I mean? And and he did finally send me a picture, guys. Sorry, we didn't even mention that. He did finally send me a picture.
I forgot what you said.
No, I thought he was the most cutest boy. And when I found out he played sports, I was like,
yeah, so
everything I dreamed
I'm not that much of a geek.
Yeah, like he would, and that's
like
the thing.
I watch Marvel, DC movies and do other stuff. But that's it. But you know, I play basketball and stuff.
But that was the thing, and that's another thing, guys, that he mentioned to me when we first met about his dream with basketball, that he gave up on it when he was with a certain somebody.
Yeah.
And I told him to go, and I love a person that has determination to chase after their dreams, and that's what he had, and I knew he had that ambition, and I pushed him every single day when we first met. Even before we like physically met, I pushed him to get back into that mindset of basketball because I wanted him to have goals. I love a guy that has goals. That's just me personally. He loves a girl that has goals and ambition for herself. We're both we love people with goal-driven ambition, determination. So that was another thing that he told me when we first met about that whole situation. I was like, damn. But we definitely helped each other a lot.
We did.
6 years later, forever to go, guys. And we'll definitely give you guys a story time on meeting in person, his family meeting me, because I met them first.
You met them first. And then I went to PA to go meet you guys.
Yeah. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the story time. Leave a like, subscribe, notification bell, hit it to always be notified with our videos. And I hope you guys are enjoying our content. And we will see you guys in our next video. Bye, guys.